up, you guys? Alfonso Nation here. Alfonso Nation is here. No, Alfonso Peterman is here. Just recorded the first reaction to Transformers 1. Everything wrong with it. And Zach. And I'm now gonna be doing Revenge of the Fallen. So, buckle up your seatbelts, Autobots and Decepticons. We're gonna watch everything wrong with Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. I'm ready. Are you? Are you? Too late. Because I'm fixing to start. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's do it. Revenge of the Fallen. In 20 minutes or less. Spoiler stuff.
Man, Michael Bay even gets final cut on the f***ing logos? It takes two studios to deal with the ego of Michael Bay.
Earth.
Optimus Prime is actually still talking from the last movie.
A species much as
Except not metal, not computer, and can't transform. You know your robot fighting movie's in trouble when it starts the story in 17,000 BC.
and great violence.
The movie uses primitive hunters as the example of brutality of humanity instead of, like, the last Transformers movie. Old-timey Transformers are dicks to indigenous Earth people. In case you confused it with Shanghai, Ohio. Also, just in case you need to know the exact time and that it's not yesterday. Man, the child molesters in this town just aren't being subtle anymore.
For the last 2 years.
Audiences in 2009 were given a real treat when Optimus Prime released his first spoken word album and it played during the Transformers sequel. Why does the Decepticon Elimination Force bring regular military guys and regular weapons and, well, anything except Autobots on the missions to eliminate Decepticons?
I smell him.
Robot can smell another robot, and yet the military was just using radar and other detection shit a second ago. The military tries using all their RPGs and guns and shit before sending in the Autobots. Why does this Decepticon ever start moving in the first place? He never goes in for an attack, he basically just drives down the road the whole time. He could have just stayed here and looked like an ordinary car. Damn Autobots so f***ing far behind the rest of the action. Jesus, you are hunting evil robots. You have good robots on your side. People inside building are enjoying quiet, peaceful life before something outside crashes into their apartment cliché.
3 and 5 points!
So here's how to confuse people during action scenes. Sideswipe looks no different than the Decepticon car they're chasing. Also, what do these army guys really do? They've got a bunch of Autobots doing the fighting. Their own weapons are pretty useless. They're basically only here because they were in the first movie. See what I mean? With Bay's Transformers, you can never really tell which robots are good and which ones are evil until they're fighting each other. And even then, you've got like a 50-50 shot of guessing right.
Damn, I'm good.
Not really. That asshole was just a car the whole time. He never once gave any resistance and transformed only once, and that was to crash through the old dude's house.
That's true!
Again, why not just have Optimus Prime in on the attack from the beginning? He could have saved lives and millions of dollars of destruction.
True!
Autobots. I'm in pursuit.
Well, you wouldn't need to be in pursuit if you'd been with the group when they hit the Decepticon. You'd just be there, winning the battle already.
Yay.
So Optimus finds a way to kill this Decepticon so that it conveniently avoids all cars and traffic. See how quickly Optimus dispatched this fool? Jesus, the US military just want to see some Shanghai destruction?
Punk-ass Decepticon.
Well, at least this movie won't waste more time with that f***ing chihuahua. Yeah, make sure you label the boxes Sam so we can tell them apart from all the other boxes for all the other children going off to college that we don't have. Jesus, how long does the letting the audience know Sam is going off to college scene really need to be? Well, at least they won't subject us to more Megan Fox in this one. The thing for this scene is that any of the guys working at this place...
I love when he does that.
Character has sudden skateboarding fascination because it's a boy's room.
Until I get my man-child father fresh out of prison back on his feet.
The movie makes up ridiculous bullshit reason why the main character's girlfriend can't go to college with him.
Can I hate you?
I don't know. Seems pretty easy for the rest of the world. This one piece of cube is causing the machines around the house to become Transformers? Why was there a need to build an entire cube if just a shark can do the trick? Gremlins robots. Michael Bay. This is why people hate your movies. Honestly, who needs this many lemons? Are these bullets just tickling Sam?
I thought the same. You gave me a shot.
Evil robot shooting outside. Did they just roll into the supermarket and say, "Give us everything"?
He's having voice problems.
Alien robots that can change from robots into cars and back still can't fix this guy's voice. This movie's like softcore porn, only no one even gets fake laid.
I adore you.
That's not the word that I wanted.
I can't say I love you cliche. They have to physically present sports cars to these assholes before they can transform into them? They can't just show them a picture?
After all the damage in Shanghai, the president is hard-pressed to say the job's getting done.
You know, they make this guy out to be a secondary villain, kind of like Simmons in the first movie. Only, how can you argue with him? The military operation in Shanghai was downright stupid and irresponsible.
We've witnessed your human capacity for war.
Optimus Prime provides righteous commentary on human beings when the whole reason this bullshit started was because of some old robot beef that showed the robot's capacity for war.
When our national security is at stake,
Wow.
no one is above reproach.
Conference camera knows to jump to a close-up when something dramatic is about to be said. No one who watches
Wow.
space for a living sees a giant robot dangling in orbit, eavesdropping on all government communications.
Is resting in peace.
Yeah, this
That's
is why you
true.
don't bury evil deep into the earth or its oceans.
Surrounded by SOSUS detection nets and a full-time submarine surveillance.
Sounds expensive. Maybe you guys should have taken it apart or blown it up or something.
The only remaining piece of your alien all-spark is locked in an electromagnetic bulb.
That also sounds expensive. Maybe you should have thrown it into Mount Doom or something. Sam lines up
To
with a
Mount
bunch of
Doom.
hackers in college because that'll be needed later for the plot, since Anthony Anderson was way too expensive to pay to be in 2 Transformers movies.
Post it, baby. Go, go, go. FTJ, FTJ.
Leo plays the acronym game so that Sam has to ask someone what the hell stupid thing he means by that.
The internet's pure truth.
Especially how too basic. Ha ha, she bought hot brownies openly in broad daylight on a college campus. It's like Michael Bay wants to just throw all the cliches you can find into a blender, but because he's an alien, he doesn't quite understand how any of them work. College? Well, a Mountain Dew machine for you! And a pot brownie for you! And a gorgeous supermodel naked in a towel but in full makeup brushing her teeth on college move-in day for you! What the f***? Also, has anyone involved in this production actually ever eaten pot cookies? They don't kick in right away, and they sure as don't make you hyper and energetic and ready to tackle strangers.
That's true.
Hey, Professor, I'd do anything for an A.
When Transformers apologists say they're just movies about robots fighting, then I bring up scenes like this, which should be on the cutting room floor and not ramping up a 90-minute concept into a 150-minute marathon of stupidity. This happens right next to one of the most fortified naval bases on the planet, but those guys don't notice anything until the
Activation of most defenses on the western perimeter fence.
Decepticon bulimia. Alien robots take full advantage
Bulimia.
of buckyball technology. I mean, this is some T-1000 liquid metal bullshit here. Military has perimeter sensors outside the complex, but none inside the vault holding the precious all-spark shard. Have you guys ever taken down a Transformer before in your life? What makes you think you're going to do it now? Sam spends his first night of college hanging with loser roommates he hates. Remember, this is his eye causing this. The all-spark looked at his eye. And now this. User not online. He's not on the line or not online?
Yeah,
Also,
they're not
it's
together.
in action, but motorcycle repair shop in 2009 apparently has fast enough internet connection for video chat. How did Bumblebee know Sam was going to be at this party?
Freshman!
How the hell does this guy know Sam's a freshman? He's not really part of this frat, is he? He got dragged to this party by his roommates. Damn, half this movie's budget went to the songs alone. If Bumblebee didn't like this chick, why'd he even let her in the door in the first place? This chick is a Decepticon sent to kill Sam, but instead decides to behave like a real human hot girl would in this situation and storms off. He then apparently drove all night until the sun came up before reaching the cemetery where Optimus Prime was waiting to meet him. Also, a good place for a private conversation. Nobody goes to cemeteries.
That is why they must be reminded by another human of the trust we share.
Why does Optimus Prime believe the United States government will believe Sam when the army guys tried to convince them earlier and it didn't work?
You're Optimus Prime. You don't need me.
Okay, see ya, Optimus. I should probably trust what you say after the first movie, but f it. We need to make this movie longer somehow.
More than you know.
What does that even f***ing mean? This has to be in blind spots so that no one working on it sees this shit.
This is so true, you guys.
Sonar can detect
Oh
Transformers
my
when
God.
they're in the water, but no satellite or radar on the ground can ever seem to catch these bastards coming from space? There's no reason whatsoever for these little alien robots to be speaking English. Except for exposition, I guess.
That's true. They should be speaking Cybertronian.
Is that its real purpose? To be a vessel? Now you're just making stuff up as you go along.
Been absorbed by the human child.
The Fallen is
Things that
making
can do.
stuff up.
Give life to inanimate metal objects and absorb into human children.
Only a prime can defeat me. And now, only one remains.
Phew.
He's like, ooh.
Finish that for me.
Literally no one working on this movie had any self-restraint. The cube's power only affects Sam when he's in public places.
I will not be punked in front of the dean.
Are you f***ing kidding me? So you flirt and make suggestive comments to your female students while the dean is sitting in on the lecture. This asshole has been waiting entirely too
Wow.
long to steal the shard from Michaela. It's been several days. She's keeping it in her purse. Steal it while she's working on bikes or while asleep. This is not a difficult task.
Smart.
freaking has a horse.
Now we have an alien robot talking to himself in English. But hey, Planner's product placement, so we got that going for us. Yeah, I don't care how much you kick the box. That thing isn't getting on an airplane. Michael Bay's self-fellatio. Man, these Autobots would be a whole lot faster and more effective if they could fly. These are not the same green paint marks he made in the scene 2 minutes ago. Robot Girl Assassin waits for Michaela to show up to attack Sam. Yeah, this is pretty much the only way this robot was going to reveal itself. Transformers can now look like humans, and are completely liquid metal shapeshifters. Seems like this technology could have been used to greater effect and would have made things easier to get what they want if they could look human. Look, I'm just not buying that Michaela is that freaking stupid. As soon as she saw a giant robot tongue coming out of that girl's mouth, all should have been forgiven on the spot. Protagonist survives 2-story fall to hard floor because protagonist. What the hell is this asshole shooting at? Look, when it's
He's shooting
to tell the female assassin transformer from the female assassin Terminator, you done f***ed up. So Sam and Michaela run out the hole that the robot just shot in the wall, but where's the robot now? It's got a free shot, but doesn't take it for some reason. Not that I'm complaining, but why bother turning back into the hot chick again? Are you afraid someone's gonna tattle on you at this point? She's a sheep and stalks her prey slowly instead of moving fast, just like a Terminator. Yeah, good thing you turned back into the female a minute ago. Now the coast is totally clear. Also, the robot we saw shooting some sort of energy pulse in the library doesn't want to use that same weapon now that Sam's in a car. This robot that is excellent at appearing to be human is terrible at killing humans.
Very.
Unexpected head-on collision does no harm to any of the humans in the car, and perhaps even more sinfully, does not deploy airbags.
No airbags.
Sam's dead. Okay, I'm getting pissed now. First, all of them are dead. That's a stupid high fall that no one could survive. Second of all, now the f***ing airbags are completely gone now. I guess they were just an afterthought, like everything else in this movie. More stuff that should kill a man here. How can I expect the characters are ever in danger when they can survive everything?
True.
I'm going to kill you. Slowly, painfully. But first, we have some delicate work to do.
So why did you throw him from the sky down into this factory when that could have killed him?
Wow.
Really could have just started here. Decepticons suddenly kidnap Sam, Autobots come to the rescue, boom, we're off to the races. This slow motion shot is great because it tells us that Optimus was basically shooting at nothing.
And nothing.
But then this dumbass stands up and takes the full brunt of the shot.
Exactly.
This order is interesting because for a while I just assumed that the various Transformers in this movie were just following a signal that Sam's brain was sending out. But now it's clear Optimus believes Sam can hide. Which means there's no way that he and the Autobots should have been able to find Sam in the warehouse a minute ago.
That's true,
In fact,
wait.
even Grindor shouldn't have been able to find him earlier. Why does Optimus only ever use his supercharged orange glowing sword power when the going gets really tough? Oh no, Optimus Prime is dead. Except I'm not an idiot. The Fallen can tell when Optimus dies from Saturn. No one who watches the Sky Brother. We interrupt this Michael Bay movie to bring you Armageddon. We interrupt this Michael Bay movie to bring you Pearl Harbor. It's like Michael Bay was trying to out-Emmerich Roland Emmerich.
You guys.
Against who? Optimus is dead. All the Primes are dead. Do you have some strange need for revenge against Earth or something?
I don't know.
You know, if I were watching TV and this happened, I would in no way take it seriously. I would think it's just an advertisement for a new video game or something.
Yeah.
Also, why is it when aliens take over our satellites, the image has all sorts of static? Either broadcast your demands in HD or I'm just going to take a nap.
What are we gonna do with this shrimp taco?
First of all, that shrimp taco comment is racist.
He's
Second of
racist.
all, remind me again why we're so mad at Michael Bay over these two robots. Is it that they're racist, or is it that they're going full retard? Also, where in the creation of these robots would they ever need a gold tooth? Helicopter is addicted to dead Optimus.
Asshole.
Yeah, Tyrese, earn that paycheck, man.
That's not what Optimus would want.
That's not what a recently dead character would want, cliche.
There's something.
That is a cliche.
Again, how the f*** can Bumblebee's voice processor not work, but he has instant access somehow to every audio clip ever created in the history of Earth?
Can you read this?
Read.
That's racist. Also, Sam just happens to learn something important about the
That's
symbols right
racist.
at the time he's surrounded by 3 advanced alien robots who can't help him. Well, at least they're not going to subject us to more of John Turturro's stupid character. God damn it! This is basically the only reason Leo's in this story, so the movie can reconnect us to Simmons again.
Oh my
How did he get
God.
the giant desk and all this other down here through that tiny ladder opening?
Shut in 1932.
So these archaeologists also had access to nearly HD-looking color Super 8 cameras?
They'll translate those symbols for you.
The movie gives us 2 fake-outs on the whole I know someone who can translate the symbols bullshit before the third person they finally ask can actually translate the symbols.
Those just ones in Washington.
Looks like New Jersey to me, but maybe they couldn't get the special effects to point in the right place. I guess Michael Bay is an equal opportunity ass exploiter, but, ladies? Because you can just jump up and hide in the display jets at the Smithsonian Air and Space Annex during visiting hours without being seen. Yep, that is exactly how it works. How does he not know what planet he's on? Isn't he one of the oldest robots living on Earth? Didn't he come down here for a purpose?
Yeah.
Rule 34 porn.
My father.
Rule 34.
Last wheel.
So the wheel got it on with what? To create transforming robots exactly? I want to sin the 2 characters who hate each other fall in a humorously sexual position thing going on here, but honestly I think it's more sinful that everyone landed in a completely random and scattered manner except these 2, and that only happened so we could make this stupid little body position joke.
Beginning, middle, end. Facts, details, condense, plot, tell it.
Ironic, a character in this movie knows the basics of telling a story, but the movie does not. Exposition overload. Seriously, I'm surprised Jetfire doesn't just turn to the camera and break the fourth wall for this shit.
The only way to activate it is with a legendary key.
Fuck, another artifact? I'm still kind of confused about how this Allspark or Cube works, but now I've got to learn about some other very important thing in this movie now.
The legendary key, called the Matrix of Leadership.
This is a really long name for a key, legendary or otherwise. It's like calling the key to my Nissan Sentra the Desolation of Smog. Also, I'm much more interested in the mysterious disappearance of the Matrix of screenwriting.
A great battle took place over possession of the Matrix.
Yeah, we saw those 3 movies. Honestly, you didn't hear what that sounded like when you wrote this script?
The Fallen was stronger than his mother.
For years, this asshole buried himself far away on Saturn until all the primes were dead. Turns out he was stronger than all of them anyway.
They gave their lives to seal the Matrix away in a tomb made of their very own bodies.
Should be easy to find then. Just look for a bunch of freaking metal embedded in the rocks. But this movie's gonna make it sound like it's hard to find for some dumb reason.
I don't know.
Without a prime, it's impossible. No one else could stop the Fallen.
But why?
Yeah.
The lights, the dagger's tip. 3 kings will reveal the doorway.
Well, that sounds like a riddle they'll solve in like 5 minutes.
That's my mission. It's your mission now.
It seems like you already knew exactly what you needed to know and had all the information in the world, and you still couldn't find it. Why do you think Sam will be?
Wow, exactly.
But why? Why are the Egyptian cops chasing you?
Egypt, are you serious?
Earn that paycheck, Tyrese.
How's this little kid supposed to bring him back to life?
Earn that paycheck, man.
But why?
Wait, a freaking munchkin.
That's racist.
From New York. New York! Yes.
Well, that seemed like a major obstacle for a second there. Good thing all you have to do to pass a checkpoint in Egypt is name drop New York. It's nice to take a break an hour and a half into this 2.5-hour movie to catch up with how Michaela and Sam's relationship is going. Apparently you can just break into the pyramids and f***ing camp out for the night. No problem. No security or nothing. 2 straight guys accidentally fall asleep cuddling cliche. These dudes can't be upright if the plane is tilted like you just said it was. Robot twins that have merely argued with each other so far throughout the movie thankfully have a full-on physical fight so they can uncover the secret passage and propel the plot. How did the Transformers melt themselves into this rock and have a beautiful painting covering the entrance at the same time? Legendary key made from advanced alien technology disintegrates because the movie wants to meditate on faith all of a sudden.
The voices in the
On
scene
faith all of a
led us
sudden.
here for a purpose.
Yeah, and that purpose is all dust now. It wasn't magical. It's not like you had a vision during a religious experience. You touched an ancient artifact and it relayed information to you. Sometimes life sucks a big giant dick. And even if this is a good idea, how can you be sure you're going to get all the Matrix dust? It's dust.
How do you know it's gonna work?
Because I believe it.
Oh, okay, Neo. Even Starscream with advanced alien technology can't hit shit with a flurry of missiles. Starscream flies away and then circles back because, well, I guess he read the script and saw he wasn't needed for the scene where the good guys come up with a plan of attack.
It's dead. Bones are down. EMP burst.
Well, that sounds like something that would be useful for the Decepticons to use more than once in these movies.
Exactly, it would be.
Starscream just f***ing bailed. I mean, he was completely immersed in a full-scale assault on Sam, and now he's just flying around and not attacking anything, waiting for backup or something.
This ain't good. This ain't good.
Earn that page off.
Earn that. Oh.
Feels like we're right in the middle of it.
Nope, not by a long shot. Deceptivoltron. Yeah, no, they're all dead. So I agree that Devastator is kind of cool and all, but what is the main thing the Decepticons are trying to do right now? They want Sam in his brain, so sucking up everything in sight doesn't really do much. What if you suck up Sam in all this? Wait, it can suck up the car they're hiding directly behind, but doesn't suck them up at the same time? The f***?
Yeah, I know.
The Decepticons decided not only to keep Sam's parents alive, but also bring them here to be in the finale. Awesome. Also, f*** you, movie.
We got Jordanians! We got help!
How do you figure? I'm still trying to figure out how human armies aren't worthless in these movies. But we keep coming back to them like they do anything but scream one-liners.
Ready?
Here's a high-ranking military official ignoring protocol and completely rewriting his orders on the fleeting word of some guy on a radio.
Yeah.
So here's a random snippet of action in the movie's climax. Good for you if you know who's a good robot and who's a bad one, who's shooting at who, and whether it matters in the grand scheme of things. Polite debris. Robot testicles. Okay, now could you give them the order to destroy the machine? That might be helpful and basically end the movie. But no? Okay. Things! Excitement! So this is what, the 4th time he's died in this movie? What the fuck?
The Matrix of Leadership.
I'm like, what?
It is earned.
Well, there was no reason to
You're
hide
like
that.
Transformer Heaven right now.
This is cheating of the highest order.
Merge the Matrix with his spark. It is, and always has been, your destiny.
Oh, no, it hasn't. So the Matrix of Leadership, which is earned and not found, still actually works for this evil motherfucker who can't earn shit and still powers the machine even though the Matrix itself isn't real? Also, he's pretty much a total badass who can't be killed. The only robot that can kill him isn't quite dead, and he just leaves him here because the exploding sun machine has to be turned on right now for some reason.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Fallen waits until the 2-hour, 16-minute mark to show us the Revenge of the Fallen.
Moments will be at firing strength.
Exactly!
You have the technology to blow up suns, but it has to boot up like an old Commodore 64.
Oh my god!
The Fallen is Magneto now, because reasons.
Because reasons.
Well, if you destroy the sun, this planet will do a hell of a lot scarier things than go dark, I can tell you that.
Because reasons.
I kind of sort of know Neil deGrasse Tyson.
This is the dope.
Oh,
He's like, oh.
Sometimes a shot just demands you use slow motion. Just end the movie already.
He added this in because it was Michael Bay in the credits. Oh man.
Don't be sucking the sack, bro.
Oh my god. Is there like an after video? I think there's like an after clip. I think there is.
Oh, what's in the box? What's in the f***ing box?
Tell me, Mr. Anderson, what good is a phone call if you're unable to speak?
You know what I was thinking? I really don't think that the animal cracker qualifies as a cracker. So
Nobody with the Jesus.
Let me ask, if we ultimately conclude that our national security is best served by denying you further asylum on our planet, will you leave?
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. It was like a parody. That parody at the end just killed me. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a lot of mistakes. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. My favorite sin was Revenge of the Fallen waits until the 2-hour 16 mark to show us Revenge of the Fallen. That's racist. That's racist. Oh my god, this was funny. This was great. This literally, like, made my day. Even though it was, like, talking bad about... Well, it was just telling me all the negative stuff about the movie. It made my day. It was so funny. That guy is funny. Whoever you are, voice of Cinema Sins, you are hilarious. It's just the things you come up with. He added a sin because the word Michael Bay was in the credits. Oh my god, this was hilarious, you guys. But a lot of that stuff, again, I repeat, is true. Like, they're good movies, they are. It's just they do have a lot of mistakes. Oh my god, that was hilarious, you guys. That was great. Alright, so Dark in the Moon. Here we go. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you in my next video. I'm gonna go record everything wrong with Dark in the Moon. Let's do it.